Hello. Hi. Let's start. Give me 1 minute. Hi. Hi, everyone. Okay. I see only 15 people have joined. Okay. Let's finalize the agenda till then. Okay. So this is what we'll do. Hi, Gopal.
हाय सर। सर आज भी रिवीजन क्लास है कल की तरह?
नहीं, आज रिवीजन नहीं।
तो सर मेरे क्वेश्चंस का क्या होगा फिर?
आपके पास मेंटर नहीं है क्या?
सर मेंटर अपने क्वेश्चन दे देता है, वो मेरे नहीं करता सॉल्व। वो बोलता है कि तू मेरे कर सॉल्व और चला जाता है कहीं पर, उसके बाद आधे घंटे के बाद आता है क्लास खत्म होने से 5 मिनट पहले।
तो फिर क्लास इम्पैक्ट होगा ना आपका, फिर क्लास टॉपिक ही कंप्लीट नहीं होगा तो फिर कैसे करूँगा?
वो तो सर है।
और सेकंड इंस्ट्रक्टर क्या करता है?
सेकंड इंस्ट्रक्टर सर कल एक ही उनका लगा अभी, तो
एक ही मतलब?
उसमें लाइक 2 दिन पहले ही लगा था। उससे पहले जो इंस्ट्रक्टर था, अभी चेंज हुआ ना, उससे पहले जो थे वो तो कुछ कराते ही नहीं थे इतना। तो
ओके, ठीक है यार, मैं ट्राई करूँगा कि आज हो
चलो मैं
जाए।
फिर सेकंड इंस्ट्रक्टर में पूछ लूंगा सर। इट्स
नहीं,
ओके।
एक सेकंड रुको, मैं आपका एक ही क्वेश्चन था ना अभी फिलहाल?
या सर।
हाँ, वो मेरे को भेज दो, मैं ट्राई करूँगा उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट करने का, ठीक है?
मैं अभी याद भूल गया सर कौन सा था।
यार कल का मैं भेजा हूँ आपको क्या? कल मैं भेजा नहीं था ना आप लोगों
सर भेजा तो नहीं था मे बी।
को? नो, लेट मी सेंड दैट फाइल
ठीक।
इन द फाइल आई हैव इट। कल लास्ट में क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया था किसी ने।
सर और एक और क्वेश्चन पूछना था। कल वो असाइनमेंट समथिंग कुछ बोल रहे थे, प्रैक्टिकल कोई सबमिट कराने हैं, तो वो प्रोजेक्ट कौन सा है लाइक?
किसने बोला?
आईडी सर ग्रुप में आया मैसेज सबको, तो वो
जिसने
बोल रहे हैं
मैसेज
कोई
किया उससे पूछो आप।
प्रोजेक्ट है वो। ओके ओके सर, कंफर्म करूंगा।
हाँ, उनसे पूछ लो। मेरे को
सर
मैसेज देखा भी
ओके,
नहीं। कल का हमारा
श्योर
टॉपिक
सर।
लॉस्ट हो गया, इसलिए मेंटेन भी नहीं करता ना। सो बात कोई नहीं। क्या क्या टॉपिक्स रिवीजन के लिए बचा हुआ था बताना। आई थिंक
सर एक मेरा था वो टीएलई टाइम लिमिट और मेमोरी लिमिट को टैकल कैसे करना है वो था।
ठीक है। और क्या हुआ? और एरेज, एरे लिस्ट, ये दो था। लिस्ट,
फंक्शंस थे।
फंक्शंस हो चुका था कल का। लास्ट में किया था ना फंक्शन बॉक्स बना के, कॉल होता है फॉर एवरी कॉल, ठीक है?
हम्म
फंक्शंस कवर्ड था। समवन हु इज राइटिंग न्यू टॉपिक्स दैट वर एनीथिंग एल्स दैट वाज लेफ्ट, आई थिंक इतना ही बचा हुआ है।
हो ही गया था सर, ज्यादातर तो सभी आपने करवा दिया था, बस ये मेरा वाला लास्ट वाला टॉपिक रह गया था,
और
और एरे लिस्ट।
क्वेश्चन जो आपका था एक, उसका अगर लिंक
हाँ
मिले तो
और
बताना मेरे को।
ये सर मैं लास्ट में सेंड कर दूंगा, लास्ट 15 मिनट
ठीक है, तो उसी में
ढूंढ
करेंगे।
के।
लास्ट 15 मिनट्स में ही करेंगे। दिस इज रिवीजन, दिस इज
और
ऑप्शनल, कांट प्रॉमिस इट वी विल डू दिस, बट या विल ट्राई।
श्योर सर। थैंक यू सर।
This topic, this agenda, let's try to cover whatever we can. Strings basics should be clear, okay? आपका basics clear होना चाहिए अभी। There are certain questions that can be solved. Yesterday we were trying to attempt that. So basic functions will, I'll tell you. Functions of string manipulation. Okay. Can we manipulate a string? Can we change a string? The string already defined. No, we can't. Right? We have already told you that. I'm looking for something. Strings किस दिन पढ़ा था हमने? 22nd का दो है हमारे पास. What is this? Oh, already have this. Good. So क्या क्या बच गया था हमारा? Array list. ये buffer data was done, this was done, this was done. Space and time complexity, TLE. बस यही दो topic बचा था. Correct. So I haven't sent you this also, guys. I'll send you. Let me. This is not required, वैसे. ये तो सिर्फ functions का है, correct? So I think this should be fine. This is for dry running the loop. Okay. ठीक है. Let me attach this also to your 20-second file. So that at least we maintain whatever we have studied. Control V. This was for revision functions. Whatever. Okay. फिर से मैं आपको भेज रहा हूँ with this file included, okay, where we have covered everything. So please download the new one for yesterday's class. I think this is covered. So what was left for strings? Let's search that first. I think 20th we will do it. Nice. So immutable you have already understood. Interning मैं समझा दूंगा. Interning, sequence, subsequence, nice. Functions already. String builder, these three are remaining, right? So let me copy this. These three are remaining. Manipulation we are already covering. यहाँ पे लिख दिया है उसको. Cool. So we'll start with this today. We'll try to cover, and after that, please go ahead with your feedback and homework. कर लेना. Let me just comment this out. Works for us. Let me just copy that also. If we had one example yesterday, so we had a very big example. Let me just copy these lines then. Okay, fine. So we'll start with strings. We'll try to complete this. There are many functions also that we'll go ahead and study. Interning पढ़ने क्या पहले? Should we study interning? This is a concept that we have to do. Let's study this first. This is a very good concept. 99.9%. So keyboard कौन सा use करते हो? Mac का normal. लैपटॉप का ही कीबोर्ड है मेरा. मैं सेटअप का फोटो भेजूंगा मैं आपको. कभी दिखाऊंगा if we have some extra class or something. I'll set up an extra class जिसमें आराम से we'll solve questions. Okay. If it goes ahead to 11 ना, after 11 I have some work, some meeting. That's why हर 11 होते ही होते मेरा वैसा हो जाता है because there's a new meeting that I have to attend. कोई नहीं. Okay, this will be fine. Let's start with interning. ठीक है. Let me write a code for you guys. So suppose I write something like string s is equal to मेरे को भी मुझे 1 वीक के लिए चाहिए आपका कीबोर्ड. कीबोर्ड नहीं है यार मेरे पास. नॉर्मल वही है. ओके. कोई अपना नाम बताओ. छोटा सा प्यारा सा नाम. मैं पहले ये यूज करता था. लेट्स गो विद जिंग. ठीक है. जिंग जैंग. ठीक है. एंड लेट्स गो विद स्ट्रिंग st is equal to your zang. ठीक है. So these two are different names, right? So if I write something like system dot out dot println and I write s is equal to t. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a comparison of S is equal to T, right? ये comparison operator double equal to, correct? So what will be the output of this one, guys? This is comparing S with T. It will be false, right? Let's see. ठीक है? False आ रहा है, correct? Now, if I write another string str is equal to Zang, ठीक है? And if I compare the same two of them, Control V with S and R, sorry, T and R. If I'm compare T and R, second का output क्या होगा? What will be the output of the second one? True, nice. Takes too much time, but true. Okay, everyone is clear with these two. What if I do something like new string Zang? ऐसे कर दिया, क्या आउटपुट चेंज होगा? Will the output change? Will the output change? No, it should not. Correct? It should not. But but it becomes false. Why? But if we print both of them, we are just printing both of them. System.out.println. If I print T and if I print R, Control C, Control V, and this R, okay, it will give the same result as Zang and Zang. Yes or no? Correct? दोनों same result दे रहा है. Then what is the difference between them? Why this is returning false? ये क्यों false return कर रहा है? Correct. Memory location became different. So what is the problem when I did this? अगर इसको भी मैं Zang बना दूँ, ठीक है? I have made this also Zang. So these two will be equal, and these two are different. These two will be equal. This will become true. We have already seen that, right? पहला वाला true है, and this became false. So these two have the same memory location. That is what you are saying, Pritish. These two have the same memory location, you are saying? Pritish? Pritish, will you want to answer that? Okay, no worries. You are correct. These two are basically pointing to the same memory location. Now let me explain why this is happening. Where is that? Okay. Now, if you see what this equal to does, जो comparison operator है, this is our comparison operator for strings. For comparison, you will use either double equal to or equals function. Okay. These two you will use. Okay. One memory location, but different variables pointing to the same memory location. Interesting. Yes, Pritish, you are correct. So these two, this is the first way that you compare. This is the second way that you compare. So for equal to, it always considers memory location. It will always compare memory location. Okay. For dot equals, whenever you do string dot equals, what it will compare? It will compare memory location. This will also compare the memory location. Okay. But it will also compare the string character by character. Okay. So it compares the memory location as well as the string. If you have the same memory location, it's fine. Okay. So these are how you compare. It's just a small thing. Let me take a screenshot and move to the concept. content, yes, plus the content. It compares both dot equals. Okay, so we know, we have already learned that string is stored in a heap area, correct? Stored in heap memory. We know, right? What are stored in heap memory? बताया था आपको, जिसका memory पता नहीं है, how much memory it is going to require, correct? That is moved to the heap memory directly. हाँ. So if you see your Java heap, okay, this is your Java heap memory, whatever. So there is a separate section that is only for strings. Okay, this separate section for strings, why it is made? This is made because you want to use less memory. Okay, for memory management, use less memory and memory management. So when this Zang is created, when you create something with this, okay, string s is equal to string, any string. Whenever this is created, okay, for when the first line, suppose we are executing this one line, okay, so what it will do, it will make an entry in this as a string. ऐसे entry बना दिया, एक entry in this heap memory where there is only strings, okay, and then it returns this memory location 2000. 2000 to this one, इसको 2000 रिटर्न कर दिया. क्लियर? अंडरस्टूड? यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, इसको 2000 रिटर्न कर दिया. Now when a T is being created for the second line, when you come to second line execution, it is going to add this string, correct? Zang is already there, so it will check, oh, Zang is already present with us at the memory location 2000, so it will return only 2000. It will not create a separate entry. समझ में आ रहा? Okay, okay, fine. There will be questions, I understand. ये समझ में? Okay. Now when you create a new string, ये दिख रहा है, ये क्या है? This is called new, correct? When you create a new string object, what happens? This is for only for strings. This area is only for strings. Okay. Okay. When you create a new object, so a new object will be created in a heap memory, something like this. जब new बनाओगे ना, तो यहाँ आएगा. Only string will go into this string memory of heap. And when you create with new object of something, then a new object will be created over here where there will be Zang. This is of string type, string object, and this will have an address of say 4000, and then this 4000 with this address is returned. So your R typically becomes 4000. ये समझ में आया? How this new keyword is different? Okay, clear? Now clear? Now suppose if I change a question जो आ सकता है, sir, if we are referring to the same memory, then if I change S is equal to Saurav, suppose something like this, then will my T also change? ये question आ रहा है क्या किसी को? ये question है क्या किसी के पास? Anyone? Or is this clear? आ रहा है? ठीक है? Why it will change? How strings are allocated memory? ये string कैसे allocate होगा इसको? Whenever the allocation takes place, we have already learned strings are immutable. Correct? Immutable. So whatever was there, so what was S? S was equal to 2000. Correct? T was equal to 2000. Till now, when I assign S is equal to Saurabh in the next part, so what it will do when it is assigning Saurabh, it will check whether that string exists over here or not. Correct? And then it will create a new string. बताया था ना, it will always create a new string because strings are immutable. You can't edit the string. Yes or no? So it will create a new string called Saurav, which will have an address of 3000. Okay, and it will assign 3000 over here. Okay, and T was equal to 2000 only, so it is still pointing to Zang. समझ में आया? ये concept समझ आया? Very, very important. I think you have all understood this fine. अब समझ में आया why this is true and this is false? Clear? Have you understood this part? Everyone, if you have doubts, please ask. So wait till we make. I'm anyway going to send you the screenshot. You can make the notes also. It's fine. Let me take a screenshot of this. If you have not understood, ask now. Where did my cursor go? Chennai@235. Okay. Okay, fine. Understood. Even though the strings are same, it is pointing to different memory. Correct. So how can we compare two strings which have a different, but still we need to compare only, what do we need to compare? We need to compare only the values. Only values कैसे compare करेंगे? If we want to compare only the values, because everyone is comparing the memory location. Dot equals is also comparing. The double equal to is also comparing. Okay. So that's why इसको इसी concept को बोलते हैं string interning. ठीक है? String interning, and you will use a function whenever you are comparing. You will use r dot intern. ठीक है? ऐसे कर लोगे, इंटर्न कर दोगे उसको. इंटर्न क्या करता है? इट विल गिव ओनली द वैल्यू, सिर्फ वैल्यू देगा. इट विल कंपेयर ओनली द वैल्यू विद द टी. ओके, मेमोरी नहीं. Okay, so now what will happen when we are doing r dot intern? Let's see when we run this. दिख रहा है आपको? ये true again. This is true now. Hi.
तो सर स्ट्रिंग की वैल्यू निकालने को इंटर्निंग बोलते हैं.
क्या बोलो?
स्ट्रिंग की लाइक एक्चुअल वैल्यू निकालने को ही इंटर्निंग बोलते हैं, राइट?
नहीं, आपको बताऊंगा. ठीक है, बट इस फंक्शन में सिर्फ वैल्यू आपको देगा, एंड यू आर कंपेयरिंग ओनली दोस टू वैल्यूज विदाउट द मेमोरी लोकेशन.
ओके सर. तो स्ट्रिंग मतलब स्ट्रिंग इंटर्निंग किसको बोलेंगे, मतलब वो क्या होता है, डेफिनेशन क्या बोलेंगे?
ठीक है, बताता हूँ. रुको, पहले बाकी को समझ में. ओके, ऋत्विक, आई रिमूव यू फ्रॉम द स्टेज एंड आई विल अनपिन माय सेल्फ. Hi, have you understood till this point when you are doing r dot intern? ये clear है सबको? देखो, intern आप कर सकते हो, that also you can do. T dot intern also you can do. But ये clear, देखो, r dot intern क्यों किया? Because you needed only the value. It will always compare from the right hand side. This also you can do, and you can compare both the intern values. But anyway, if you have done one, that is also fine for us. Okay, let me tell you the definition. Let's go ahead over there. But if this part is clear, we'll proceed. Okay. Screenshot of one. Okay, let me delete this. So what is interning now? Interning क्या होगा? Correct. तो जब आपका memory location, when we are not comparing, okay, memory location, when we are not comparing, there is also a word, canonical form में compare करना. But we are not comparing the memory location. We are comparing character by character. Character by character. इसको बोलते हैं string को intern करना. Does it happen by default in Java? By default होता है क्या ये? Does string interning happens by default in Java? Yes or no? No, it does not, because we have to explicitly do it. Explicitly हम लोग को करना पड़ेगा intern, correct? On your objects. Okay. Let's see one more thing about interning. Let me see if I'm missing something about interning. No, I think that's it. We have covered. Uh, Now, if you want to compare only the values and you know that every string is created with either this or this, okay, and you want to compare only the values, then what you will use? You will use r dot intern whenever you are comparing. Or what you can do, you can write a custom function for that. आप अपना custom function लिख दोगे, and what you will do, you will basically do the same thing. Either you will use this intern or you will compare it with character by character. How you will compare a string character by character? Using character at a particular index. ऐसे compare कर सकते हो ना? So write a custom function whenever you are comparing. Otherwise, if you are comparing only memory location, that might give you a error or wrong values. False दे देगा. ठीक है? Error नहीं बोलेंगे. It will be only false values. Clear? Okay. Standard definition अगर देखें इसका, let me search for string functions. So complicated ही होगा कुछ definition. W3 schools returns the canonical representation of string object. What is this canonical representation? Represents such that every object is unique with canonical procedures. The representation put it to canonical form. सब तो वही बोल रहे, equality of two easily tested. अबे तो canonical form क्या होता है? What is canonical form? Standard objects बस घुमा रहा है, ठीक है, बस जो मैं बोला वही है उसका मतलब. If it is comparing only the values and not the memory location, okay, comparing character by character, जो आप ये function लिखोगे ना, this custom function that you write ना, इसी को बोलते हैं string का values compare करना. This is how you will compare. So इसी को बोलेंगे interning, okay. So you are not comparing memory location, not your memory location, okay, clear? Let me take a screenshot. Fine. So this is a good concept to know because you will not make errors. ठीक है? ये ज़्यादा लोगों को पता नहीं होता. They don't know about this. Okay? That these two are different. These two, if you compare these two, it will be a little different because when you are comparing, you can compare memory locations as well. Clear? ठीक है? It is a very good example. We'll go ahead and comment it out. Interning समझ में आया? It is a further extended concept of immutability. Interning की वजह से ही we launched immutability in Java. ठीक है? So whenever these two strings are taking the same space, this is actually pointing to same string, right? Same string. If it becomes mutable, this will be a whole together different concept, right? अगर mutable, अगर इसमें I change कर दिया तो ये भी I change हो जाएगा, correct? अगर string was mutable, now its strings are immutable, correct? And it will create a whole new location when we assign a new value. T ko if you assign new value, it will create a whole new string, and this string reference will remain over there to S. Clear? Now you have understood these two concepts clearly? Yes, no? Guys? ओके ठीक है. अब ये आपको अगर समझ में आ गया तो हम लोग डिफरेंट फंक्शंस देखेंगे. ओके, देयर आर मेनी फंक्शंस वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन these all functions. Some of them we have already studied, and we'll cover whatever is important. Okay, character at we have already studied. Character point ये सब की जरूरत नहीं है. Compare to ये मैं आपको समझाऊंगा. Let me explain this compare to, but before that there is a concat function that you can do with your plus operation also. आप अपने plus से भी you can attach two strings. Okay, कैसे करते हैं? Let's see. Let me write down these functions. Whatever we are going to contains is very important. We have already checked if it contains something. Ends with not equals. Equals हम लोग देख लेंगे. But equals I think you can work on your own. It's not so difficult. get chars character नहीं. Compare to concat. Compare to and concat. Let me write down what functions we are going to study. Compare to functions. Compare to is very important. Concat. We can do this. It is similar to your plus operator. What else? We can go ahead with equals, but doesn't matter. Get chars. Nahi, index of is very important. It will return the index of a particular string if you are searching. Okay, the index of लिख लेते हैं हम लोग. What else? Intern we have already seen is empty last index of. So index of works with last index of as well. Okay, if there are multiple indexes, then what will happen? So ये हो गया. And then there is replace is a good function. Let's go ahead and see that also. What else? Replace first. You can replace all. ये सब replace में ही आता है. Split is something that we have to study. We have already seen this yesterday, but let me tell you also. Subsequent substring. Okay. These two are also very good for functions, but let me tell you the difference first, and then I'll go through one of the functions. Let's go through substring. 2-character array. This is good. This will be used many times for you guys. And what else? 2-string we have already. 2 uppercase. Trim is also a good function. बाकी आप खुद से देख सकते हो, I think. If you want, trim is also a good function. If you want to trim, I'll just talk about this. Most of them I'll talk about, and then this is very very important that we'll cover. Okay. Sir, मैं बहुत देर से देख रहा था. Is empty को पढ़ लो. I think वो सब आप clear कर सकते हो खुद से. This is the most important when you are comparing two strings. What else? Concat. Concat will cover. Only one thing we can cover. Index of is important. I think these three is clear. Let me just tell about these three. 2 uppercase and trim. 2-character array will do. 2 uppercase if you have a string of Saurav. Okay, and if you want to convert it to uppercase, you will have something like this. Okay, that's it. 2 uppercase. 2 lowercase. So if this is there and you apply 2 lowercase, it will convert it to a small case. Okay, something like this. So we'll not go inside this. Trim. What is trim? If you have empty spaces at the starting, suppose I have 2 space and Saurav, and 2 space at the end, this will be converted to Saurav. Okay. So that's how trim will work. So these two are clear, guys. Do you want examples of this? Let me know. कर लेंगे. It's very simple, not so difficult. But if you have understood this, let me take a screenshot and we'll start. Before going into this, let me tell you 2 differences, which is very, very important. Voice breaking for everyone? No. Okay. Please refresh, Gerald. See, the most important thing so that people will ask you, what is a substring? Substring क्या होता है? And what is a subsequence? Very important. People will ask in interview always. एक question होगा इसके. Okay. So what is a substring? Contiguous, not contiguous. Yes, correct. So RN के definition से भी हम लोग जा सकते हैं. Continuous, and this is not continuous. But let me tell you my definition, what I know. Okay. Suppose I have a string called string S is equal to, let's say, बड़ा नाम चाहिए मेरे को, गुरप्रीत ही ले लेते हैं. Let's go ahead with. Sorry for the small letter से start कर रहा हूँ. Easy होगा समझना. Gurpreet. Okay. So what will be the substring of this one? Substrings क्या होगा? यहाँ पे भी same name लेंगे. String S is equal to Fine. So what will be the substring over here? Substring is always continuous. So what are the different substrings? It's GUR, it's URP, whatever. It's PR, okay, EE, EET. So all this, if you are having continuous, kahin se bhi, you can start at any index, you can end at any index, but it has to be continuous, okay? You have to start at any index and you can end at any index. Okay, this will give an example of a substring. Substring समझ में? Very easy to understand. Okay, now what is a subsequence? Subsequence का बहुत अच्छा definition देखो. If you delete certain characters from the string, ठीक है, तब उसको बोलेंगे subsequence. You can delete whatever you want. तो अगर मान लो मैं GUR delete कर लूँ, I deleted R and E, so I am left with a very good example that Venkatesh suggested, only PET, correct? Funny, but okay. What else we can delete? If we delete only GUR, okay, then we are left with Preet, which is a very good word, correct? If we delete Preet, we are left with GUR. Is this not a subsequence? Yes, this is a subsequence. This was also a substring, but it is also a subsequence. Okay? But can every, देखो तो यहाँ से एक definition आ जाता है, every substring is a subsequence also, right? Every substring is also a subsequence, but every subsequence is not a substring, correct? क्योंकि it can have GR also, correct? But GUR नहीं हो पाएगा. It cannot be a substring. Clear? Delete certain character. You can delete whatever you want from the string, and whatever you are left with, that is called a subsequence. समझ में आया? Not clear? No? Okay. Substring is clear? Substring is clear. This is clear for everyone. इसमें भी doubt है तो बताओ. So for the second subsequence, let's go to subsequence now. Okay, subsequence. Whatever characters you want to delete from, say, Abhilash, I have taken. Fine. Whatever we want to delete, we can go ahead and delete. Chalo, if we want to delete B, H, L, S, okay. So if you have deleted these 4 characters, we have deleted this, L and S. Then what we are left with? A, I, A, H. Okay. Only this we are left with. So this is a subsequence. ये substring नहीं है. This is a subsequence. Clear? Okay. Now what are more? Substring ज़्यादा होता है for any string that we have taken. X string. Okay. The number of substring is more, or number of subsequence is more. More means how many number of substring exist. ऐसे बोल सकते हैं, number of substrings, number of subsequence. How many subsequence of a string Abhilash can exist? बहुत हो सकता है. Correct. We can include a character or we cannot include that in a substring. Subsequence is more, okay? This is much more. We can go with that definition also. Every subsequence is a substring, but every substring is not a subsequence, correct? ठीक है, उससे भी पता चल सकता है. No, why? उल्टा बोल दिया. सही तो बोला. Every subsequence is a substring. सॉरी उल्टा बोल दिया क्या? सबस्ट्रिंग, एवरी सबस्ट्रिंग इज अ सबसीक्वेंस। उल्टा बोल दिया, करेक्ट। एवरी सबस्ट्रिंग इज अ सबसीक्वेंस, जो भी सबस्ट्रिंग है एवरी सबस्ट्रिंग इज अ सबसीक्वेंस, क्योंकि हो सकता है, बट एवरी सबसीक्वेंस इज नॉट अ सबस्ट्रिंग। करेक्ट। ओके फाइन, ठीक है, ये समझ में आ गया। इफ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस, स्ट्रिंग में ये दो कॉन्सेप्ट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ओके, so let's go ahead and take a screenshot of this one. Let me delete this. Fine. ठीक है, तो सबस्ट्रिंग समझ में आ गया। नाउ व्हाट लेट्स जंप टू दीज फंक्शंस, एक एक करके विल go ahead with these functions and we'll go ahead with examples only. Okay, एक एक एग्जांपल कर लेंगे सारे फंक्शंस का, so we will understand. For this compare to is a very important function. Rest I think is self, you can understand on yourself only. But string s is equal to give me a name, anything. Aryan, let's go ahead with another string which has a similar name. St is equal to any similar Aryani. कुछ और लेते हैं, ए से और किसका किसका नाम, ए आर वाई, ए से और किसी का नाम ही नहीं, Arish can be one of the things. Good. A R Y I N. चलो एक character बस I have replaced in this name. Okay. Only one character I have replaced. If I use the compare to function, okay. So let me write system.out.println and let's use s.compare to t. Okay. So what will be the output of this one if we are comparing these two strings? पता नहीं, syntax I think is correct. Let's see. I already ran. I think there is an error. System.out.print. Thank you, Jared. Okay, आपको दिख रहा है what is the output? This is -8. Okay, what if I compare t with s, t to s? Okay, if I compare t to s, then what will happen? Control C, Control V, and I compare s with t. Okay, you see the output is 8. Okay, now what will happen if I compare s system.out.println? If I compare s dot compare to your s only, I'm comparing s to s only in the last one. Okay, then what will be the output? देखो यहाँ पे ध्यान से, ठीक है. So what this compare to function is doing, now. Okay, let's understand. So I have a r y a n. Okay, and here I have a r y I n. Okay, so when you compare two strings, this is s, this is t. So what is happening? The first letter, it compares the first alphabet, this one. Okay, it compares these two first. These two look similar to me. Okay, then it compares r, then it compares y, and then it finds a character which is different. समझ में आ रहा है? ये दोनों character is different. So what it will do now, it takes the first string. Okay, s में we have a a, okay, and in t we have a I. Now which one is greater? I will be greater because the ASCII code, it will compare, yes, it will compare the ASCII value. So बताना a का क्या है, small a का, I think 67 something or 97, don't remember. 97, we can find out also. If you want to know the ASCII code of any of the, you can directly do something like system.out.println int, and you give a character like this. I think this will work. Let's see. No, okay. Okay, you can't compare like this. Let me give something like this. Then int I is equal to a, and then you print the I. Yes. Okay, 97. And if you just change the character to I, it will be +8. Okay, 105. So if you see, this is 105, correct? So which is greater in these two? T1 is greater, because when the first difference, only for the first difference, this one is different for us, correct? So it will look at the first difference, first character difference, and then try to calculate what is the difference between these two. So it turns out to be 8. What I'm comparing is, I'm comparing T to S, okay? I'm comparing T to S. Is T greater than S? Yes, T is greater than S. Then by how much? By 8. It is greater by 8, correct? 8 from ASCII value, the first character that is different, okay? If I compare S to T, is S greater or smaller? It is smaller. So it will return a -8 value, okay? When I'm comparing S to S, it is similar. So it will return a 0. Clear? Have you understood this? Have you understood? This is one of the important functions, this compare to function, that you need to know when you are comparing these two strings. Okay. If you have understood this, let me take a screenshot and I'll give you some more questions. So if I change A to B, the first to T1, I have changed to B. Capital A से B बना दिया इसको. What will be the output now, guys? What will be the output now of all the 3 lines? नहीं बताओ. It will always compare the first different letter. Okay. No, it will not be 1 plus 8. It will always compare. That's why I wanted to do. So what is happening over here? We have Aryan, and then we have BRYIN. What is the first different letter? This one is the first different letter. By how much? It is differs by 1. Okay. So when I compare T to S, T is obviously greater, so it returns 1. When I compare S to T, it returns -1, and this is similar only. Understood? First different letter. Clear? Okay. So अब different बता दोगे how, what will happen, which is greater. So you can compare these two strings. Which string has the highest ASCII value? और ये इस type से होगा कि in dictionary how you will arrange these words, correct? This is how you can arrange the words in the dictionary as well. ARYN, then Y, by comparing these two. Yes. Then also it will compare. The first two characters are different, right, Shruti? A is of much greater value. So A is much greater. By how much? It will show you. So let's go ahead and change this to small a. Small a has a different ASCII value from capital A. You can check that from here also. If you see by how much it is different. Capital A का 60 something. देखना. It will give you the output. दिख रहा है आपको 65. It has a difference of 32. Okay. Clear? Okay, fine. If you have understood this, I think I'll take one more screenshot and let's delete this. Compare to, everyone clear with compare to? Let me keep these two strings handy. Okay, so if compare to is clear for everyone, let's go to concat. Let's go to concat. Now, how do you concat different strings? Same, system.output. s dot concat t, ठीक है, बस इतना करना है. So it will concatenate these two. दिख रहा है आपको? It has added these two. So what else you can do? You can do the same thing with plus as well. ठीक है, string अपने आप को plus कर लेता है. With plus as well, you can do this s plus t and remove this bracket. So these two will give the same output. Okay, one more thing about concatenating of the string. System.out.println. Can you concatenate 123, which is what? Which is a integer. Suppose int I is equal to 123. Okay. Plus, if you want to give, I'll give a I plus sort of. Will this work? Can you do this? Something like this? What will be the output of this one? Okay. What will be the output of I plus sorrow? दिख रहा है आपको? So it added these two integers, 123 plus 123, and then it is adding this sort of at the end. So what it typically happens whenever you add a string, when you add a string at the end, okay, so it will try to convert whatever is on this side, because this is a concatenate operation. Okay, this is called concat. So whatever is before that, it will try to implicitly convert it into a string. ठीक है, यहाँ पे एक फंक्शन कॉल हो जाता है टू स्ट्रिंग, हाँ, इंटीजर डॉट टू स्ट्रिंग, व्हाट इज दैट टू स्ट्रिंग. तो टू स्ट्रिंग फंक्शन यहाँ पे कॉल होता है, और ये डायरेक्टली इसको कन्वर्ट कर देता है स्ट्रिंग में. whatever you can convert everything to string, right? So it will convert that to string and then it will concatenate with sort of. If you want more example, we can do something like this as well. Boolean t is equal to true, t तो पहले ही से है, boolean b is equal to true, okay, and you can add something like, I don't know if this will work, let's see, b, okay, 1 I plus b. This might give an error of similar types, but let's see. Okay, I think only b. If we have a similar type, it will convert. With b it will work. Why it should boolean cannot boolean? Let's take boolean. अब देखते हैं I plus I will work or not. From binary you can't add, you have to add a string only. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं एक string operation एक और कर दूँ, something like Java, then I think it will work. Okay, दिख रहा है आपको? So whenever there is a string, you can do these kind of operations as well with your plus. ठीक है? It will already convert, because whenever you are adding a string, it is a concat function over there. ठीक है? ये plus concat है, and when you are adding a string to a value also with b, so whatever plus you are doing all becomes a concat function only. ठीक है? ये सिर्फ addition है. This was only add. बस यही add था. Okay, fine. So let me take a screenshot of this one. ठीक है, clear हो? समझ में आया आपको? Concat function. Okay, let's delete this. So if this is clear, let's move to the next part. S and T are already declared for us. Now we'll move to index of. Okay, so what this index of will do, it will return the index of a particular string. So if we have rn, suppose, and we try to find something, system.out.println of any string, just say s dot index of, you want to find the index of ry. What is the index of r and y? Okay, so if you run this, what will happen? It will return 1. 1 क्यों return here? So if you have something like Aryan, explaining Aryan, you want to find the index. So what are the index already assigned? We already know it is assigned something like this. If you want to find the index of ry, it will return from where ry is starting. Is there a ry that exists? Okay. The first index. Okay, it will always return the first one. There's more function last index of, that will return the last index, last ry that is there. Okay, ये समझ में आया आपको? If it cannot find, then what will happen? If it cannot find, then what it will return? Let me copy this. Control C, Control V. If it cannot find, so ry x कर दिया. Okay. Now what will happen over here? If it cannot find, it will return -1. Yes, correct. ठीक है, -1 if it cannot find. So if a expression or a substring exists over there, ठीक है, तो ये क्या चेक करता है? Index of what? A substring. Of a substring. Clear? It checks the index of a string. ये string exist करता है कि नहीं in your S. Okay. Clear, guys? If it does not, it will return -1. Okay, these are some things that you can use. This index of you can use in your day-to-day life whenever you are dealing with strings. Let me take a screenshot of this one. Screenshot. Let me delete this. Okay, I think this should be clear. Last index of you can find on your own. I'll not go ahead with that. Replace is a good keyword. So in this replace, what happens is you can replace whatever you want. Replace and replace all. ये क्यों -1? Because it was not able to find. Himanshu, ryx does not exist in Aryan. ठीक है, जब Aryan लिख रहे हो आप, इसमें ryx है क्या? तो कहीं पे ये string exist करता है क्या? नहीं ना? It is only ry or a or n, correct? So that's why it returns -1. ठीक है, clear? But ry is there, sir. So first से उठाता नहीं, it search for entire substring. ry अगर है तो वो मिल जाएगा. ryx if it is not there for entire string. Okay. Okay, if this is clear, let's move ahead. Okay, how will we replace? तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या करना है? system.out.println s dot replace. You can I think replace works with index, correct? A comma b. Shayad. If you give ry and you want to replace this ry with ryx, correct? I think ऐसा कुछ होगा. Let's see. So, मैं तो बोलता हूँ कि आज पूरी पढ़ाते रहना. Let's see इसका output क्या होता है. I think this will return. So if you have already replaced your s, अच्छा, देखो what is happening over here? It has replaced your s. पहले था rn, correct? Now what is the output? What is the output over here? ARY XAN, correct? Sir, what is the value of S? Correct. Very good. Very good question. That's what I'm going to. So if you have already replaced it, it says you have replaced in the string wherever there was ry, you have replaced it with x, correct? ryx. तो अब ये नया वैल्यू हो गया, करेक्ट? बट विल योर वैल्यू ऑफ s चेंज? s का वैल्यू क्या है? After your replace operation, system.out.println, if you output s, what will be the output of s over here? What is the value of s? Don't know. Okay, let's see. देखो, s is still Aryan, ठीक है? To change the s, to change your s, so what it does, it creates, this is creating a new string, right? But it is not assigning. To change your s, you have to write something like s is equal to s dot replace ry with ryx, ठीक है? This is a concept in JavaScript also. Since strings are immutable, you have to assign the new value to your s, ठीक है? वरना वो बस प्रिंट करने में एग्जिस्ट करता है. इस साइड हो गया, this is okay, this has changed to ARYXAN, okay, but you have to assign it to s so that your s will be changed, okay? If you do like this, then only your s value will change, otherwise s value will remain like that. Clear? समझ में है? Everyone? Okay, so if you have understood this, this is a good thing to understand. Let me take a screenshot of this one. Let me delete this. Strings खत्म कर लेते हैं, easy होगा हमारे लिए. String builder से फिर split is clear for everyone, I think. System.out.println, and if you want to split, s.split with, it takes an argument, okay? You can replace all with he. It will replace all the occurrences of this string to the particular new string, okay? So replace you can use, replace all you can use. ठीक है, एक बार मैं replace all copy कर लेता हूँ यहाँ से. देखो, ये है आपका function name, and if you, हाँ ये वाला, if you use replace all, what is this? Control V, ठीक है? Replace all क्या चीज में काम आएगा? Suppose we have something like this. कल एक एग्जांपल था ना हमारा, 1 space 1 space 1 space 0 space 1, something like this. This is what one question we were doing, right? We can replace all the spaces with not a space, okay? If you want, let's see. यहाँ देखो. If you have a string, suppose string q is equal to 1 space 1 0 1 0 1, something like this, okay? And if you want to replace all the, remove all the spaces from here, what you can do is you can do q is equal to q dot replace all. You can replace all the occurrences of space with a not space, okay? And then print out your q, system.out.println. This is one of the use case that you can use for your code. देख लेता हूँ what is the expected end of line. Yes, replace only changes the first occurrence. क्या आ रहा है?
सर सपोज लाइक ARY डबल टाइम RY आए तो अगर हम रिप्लेस करें ओनली तो फर्स्ट RY ही
हाँ, सिर्फ
replace
फर्स्ट
होगा.
RY ही होगा.
ओके, रिप्लेस ऑल से सारे RY चेंज हो जाए.
हाँ, रिप्लेस ऑल से जितने भी occurrences हैं स्पेस
Okay.
के, RY के, everything will change, okay? देखो यहाँ से
Okay.
पूरा स्पेस आपका हट गया.
Got it.
Okay, fine. So ये एक अच्छा एग्जांपल था replace all का. Fine. Let's go to split now. So if you split, you can split using whatever you give inside this. So if you're given, suppose you want to split on ry, Aryan को ry से split कर दिया. So what will be the output? Oh, you can't print it. Let's go ahead and do arrays dot something, तभी print होगा. So what s dot split does, it returns an array, ठीक है, string array srr is equal to s dot split with ry, okay, it returns an array. तो जब array print करोगे, how you will print this array, arrays dot to string, शायद ऐसे ही था, srr, and then you run it. You have to include arrays, so let's go ahead with star. ठीक है, so क्या होगा इसका output? What will be the output of this one? A and an. So क्या हो गया? What happened over here is, whenever you are splitting, suppose you have AR, Y, AN. You can split, I'm splitting using Y, RY, correct? So it gives me a split of A, correct? And AN. So from RY, it will split my code and it will return an array. Now this has two strings. This is also a string and this is also a string. Clear? Something like this. So if you have words, suppose you have like something like a new string. Let me write a new string. So why split is basically used? Split is used for to separate the words of a line, correct. So if I have something like string st is equal to Saurav Anand is my instructor, something like this, and if you want each and every word from this string, okay, then what you can do, you can easily write something like system.out.println arrays dot to string. You can give st dot split with a space, ठीक है, ऐसे you can write, and then it will split the entire sentence into string variables, okay. ये एक array return कर देगा with all your देख लो, ठीक है. These are separate strings. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. Also, what you can do, if you want a सिर्फ सौरव चाहिए मेरे को, then what you can go ahead with is the index. कल हम print कर रहे थे, but you don't want to print arrays.toString, you don't want to print the entire array. So this basically returns an array. So you can go ahead and print the index, suppose 1. If I enter 1, so what will happen? It will print only this second character, okay. ठीक है, दिख रहा है आपको? From this array, you took out this one. If you want to iterate over each word, what you will do? You will write a for loop. समझ में आ रहा? Everyone? Got it? Split समझ में आया? How split works? All the lines are clear over here, these 5 lines. Okay, good. If this is clear, let's comment it out. Let me take a screenshot first. Let's delete this. Let me comment it out. Substring to character array. Substring takes 2 indexes. Okay. System.out.println. We'll go ahead with s dot substring, and then you can give 2 indexes. Aryan tha, give 2 indexes from 0, or you can give only 1 index. Okay, so let's give 2 over here. Okay, this is the first example where you give only 1 index, and there is a second example where you give 2 and suppose 3, 2, 3. ऐसे आप दे सकते हो using substring. Let's see the output, and then we'll try to understand. ठीक है? So what happened in the first one is, when you have Aryan, ठीक है? So first one क्या लिया? It took the arguments from 2. So what are the indexes? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it starts with 2. Okay, so 2 में क्या है? 2 में y है, and you have not given anything else, so it will go till the end. Okay, and print whatever is there. yan print हो गया. Clear? ये समझ में है? Now for the second one, you are given 2 and 3. So it starts with 2 and it will go before 3. ठीक है? So ये जो है second argument, this is for before 3. Before 3. Or this second index we can also say is not included. Okay? The second index of substring is not included. It will stop before that. Clear? Understood? ये थोड़ा सा मतलब tricky है. That's why we selected substring. And if these two are clear, so it prints only y. The second one only prints y. ठीक है? Substring समझ में आया? Subsequence you can check. 72. This one. Abhilash, come on the call. ठीक है? Substring समझ में आया आपको? Everyone? Substring is clear? So it will print only one index. No, it can print anything. If I give 4 over here, suppose instead of 2, 3, if I give 4, okay, then it will print ya. It will stop before the last index. ठीक है? Clear? Ya print हो रहा है? समझ में आ गया? Okay. Fine. Let me take a screenshot. Let me ask this. Okay, ये clear नहीं है आपका अभिलाष, एक बार आ जाओ कॉल पे. Hi Diksha.
Hi. In the second part where it is written system.out.println s.substring 2.3.
Correct. 2.4.
Okay, 2.4, yes.
Huh.
You said before 3, whatever is given is not included.
Before 4, what is the second index?
Yes.
So it will go up to 4. It will stop over here. Okay. So it starts with 2 and it stops before 4. So this fourth one will be not included in the answer, in the substring. Okay.
Okay, so will the output be any of these things, A, R, Y, A?
No, it starts from this. No? So this is the window.
Okay.
So whatever is inside this one, y and a, that will be your substring output.
I didn't get it.
So if we start from 2, this is the start index. So what is a substring? Substring is a continuous something, right? In your string. So S is equal to Rn, correct? This is clear, no?
Yes.
So what is a substring? Substring is any continuous string that can be taken from this S. Okay. So if I want to take only y and a, okay, then I will pass 2 and 4. So I'll give a starting index as 2 and ending index as 4. So the fourth index is n over here. That is not included. Okay. It will stop before that only.
Okay.
So it will have a start index. I can give 1 also. So it will start from R then. Okay.
Okay. So R will be the output.
So R, Y, A will be the output. That will be my substring.
Okay.
If I'll just show you. 1 second. So if I just give 1 over here, I can give 0 also, whatever I want. So R, Y, and A will be the output. So all the indexes I can give a start index and a end index. So whatever characters are there in between those index, everything will be the output. So if you see the output over here, it is R, Y, A. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Clear? Fine.
Yes.
So let me take a screenshot. Okay, Abhilash, can you come online? ये बता देता हूँ मैं आपको. This is a little tricky part. So whatever split function returns a string array. Okay, string array. Okay, so how it is represented? Whenever you are writing, it should be something like this: SARR. And if you are splitting any string, S.split. Okay, if you are splitting it with the words, you can split a string to find the characters also. ठीक है, तो उसके बीच में आपको कुछ नहीं देना होगा. Okay, so if you want to take out all the characters from a string, कैसे करोगे आप? So if you have something like this, and if you want to take out all the characters, so something like string arr is equal to st dot split, and you give nothing inside this, space bhi nahi de raha hu, I'm removing the space as well. Okay, so what will be the output? Let's see, system dot out dot println arr dot arrays dot to string and arr. Okay, so if you see, what will be the output? Your output will be individual characters. Character array नहीं है वो string array ही है.
Hello.
Hi. Hi Venkatesh.
Hello.
Hi Venkatesh.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Now you're not audible. Okay, so these are strings. ये string array, it is not a character array. ठीक है? So individual elements, this is a string s. Okay, this particular thing is a string space. Okay, this particular thing is a string small s. समझ में आ रहा है? This particular thing is a string n. Okay, character array will do. There is one more function dot to character array. ठीक है, ये फंक्शन आपको कैरेक्टर एरे देगा. दिस विल गिव यू अ कैरेक्टर एरे. ओके, विल सी दैट, बट दीज आर ऑल स्ट्रिंग एरे. क्लियर? आई थिंक दिस पार्ट इज क्लियर नाउ. आई वाज आस्किंग लाइन 72. हाँ, सो वंस you get a array, if you have gotten an array, so array में you can do like this, no? So st dot split, what it returns? It returns an array, something like this, Venkatesh, right? Okay, now in this array you can output that particular number, whatever you want. So let me print out over here something like this. So over here you can do system dot out dot println, and you can print arr of any index that you want. So if I want suppose 0, I can print this. What will be the output of this one? Capital S, right? Yes or no? दिख रहा है ना, capital S. So that's what I'm doing over here. So if I splitted the string using this, okay, so what will be the output of the first one? The first one will be Anand. Clear? These are also strings only. Hi Gurpreet.
सर तो इसका मीन्स स्प्लिट के आगे जो स्ट्रिंग में स्पेस होगी उसका इफेक्ट पड़ेगा प्रिंटिंग.
You can split using anything. आप यहाँ पे कुछ भी दे सकते हो.
बट इफ लाइक ऊपर आपने स्पेस डाली है तो वो सौरभ आनंद इज माय इंस्ट्रक्टर ऐसे प्रिंट कर रहा है.
तो वो स्पेस से स्प्लिट कर दिया wherever there was a space. ठीक है?
ओके
अगर मैं कुछ नहीं दिया, if I didn't give anything, then वो जहाँ भी कुछ नहीं है like this, यहाँ पे it separated individual characters, but those are also strings only. Okay?
ओके सर. सो सर विदाउट स्पेस उसको इंडेक्स प्रोवाइड किया जाए लाइक स्प्लिट लाइन नंबर 74 में 1 भी उसके आगे लिख दो तो वो फिर एक को प्रिंट करवाएगा.
ये पहले स्प्लिट कर देगा, देन यू आर आउटपुटिंग इट. समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है, ये लाइन थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लग रहा है आपको, राइट? बट यू नीड टू.
या सर.
सो फर्स्ट आई हैव स्प्लिटेड, जैसे इस लाइन पे कर रहे हैं ना, आप स्प्लिट कर दो पहले. यू गॉट एन एरे, करेक्ट? एंड फॉर दैट एरे यू कैन कॉल एनी इंडेक्स यू वांट. यस और नो?
या.
सो यहाँ पे मैं स्प्लिट कर दिया, so it gave me this, gave me an array. So this particular thing returned an array, correct?
Okay.
And for this array, I am calling a particular index of that array. So ये array
got
array, correct? After this p dot split, this is my array, and for this I am outputting the first index of that array, that is Anand. समझ गया?
Okay. So सर इसका जो सौरभ आनंद कैरेक्टर में प्रिंट किया, इसमें जो सौरभ और आनंद के बीच में स्पेस है उसको भी एज अ लाइक इंडेक्स शो करेगा. वो
कहाँ पे? लाइन नंबर आउटपुट लाइन के बारे में
सर थर्ड लाइन में वी के बाद, सौरभ के वी के बाद जो स्पेस है. ओके, इंडेक्स होगा इसका भी
हाँ,
कोई?
इसका भी इंडेक्स होगा आपको। देखो 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, इफ यू डू ARR ऑफ
Okay.
6 दे विल बी एम्प्टी स्पेस प्रिंटेड। अगर यहाँ पे 6 कर दो तो आपको एम्प्टी स्पेस दिखेगा,
ओके, गॉट।
और वो भी एक स्ट्रिंग होगा, दैट विल आल्सो बी अ स्ट्रिंग। ओके, देखो यहाँ पे
ओके,
सेलेक्ट
ओके,
इज अ एम्प्टी स्पेस, ठीक है, ऐसे सेलेक्ट करेंगे दिखेगा आपको। ओके
गॉट इट।
फाइन, इफ
Thank
यू
you, sir.
अंडरस्टूड दिस इज
Understood now.
लेट्स गो अहेड। स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेता हूँ। फाइन, वी हैव कवर्ड ऑल द क्वेश्चंस। ये आपको सबस्ट्रिंग समझ में, ओ कैरेक्टर है, देखो ये दिस इज द लास्ट थिंग दैट विल डू टुडे। सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट एरे ln s dot to char array. If I do like this, okay, what will be the output? Let me just comment out this above one. ठीक है, देखो यहाँ पे ठीक है, इट गिव्स यू एक सेकेंड। अच्छा, इसका आउटपुट एंटायर वही हो जाता है आई थिंक। ओके, char arr is equal to s dot to char array, and let me output system c small होगा इसका, system dot out dot println arrays dot to string arr. Let me comment out this line and let's run. ठीक है, ये समझ में आ रहा है? So this converts the string into a character array. Okay, पहले में क्या था? If I split, what will happen? It will be converted into string array. These two are different. ठीक है, this line and this line is different. This line is a string array. ठीक है, and this is a character array. ठीक है, ये दोनों अलग है. These are individual characters. In the last case, what was happening? Those were strings. ठीक है, and this is a character. ये समझ में आया आपको? Understood this? This is an important function because if you want to use individual characters, if you want to work on individual characters, ठीक है, then this function will come in handy, and from here you can go ahead with any character you want. ARR of 1 करोगे तो R आ जाएगा, ARR of 2 करोगे तो क्या आ जाएगा? Y आ जाएगा. And these are characters only. This array is of character only. Okay, clear? If you want to work with characters, convert it into an array and then work on it. So Prince is asking, we can bifurcate any integer into individual digits. One second. Using split method by parsing any integer into individual digits by using split method. Integer you can't with the split. Split will work only on string. So whatever input you are taking, Prince, can you come online? I think once. Hi. So if you are taking input, take it as a string only. Then you can work with split method.
अच्छा सर, वो इंटीजर को भी तो सर अगर स्ट्रिंग में कन्वर्ट कर दिए एंड देन स्प्लिट,
उसके बाद काम कर सकते हैं. हाँ.
और एक डाउट था कि अगर इटरेटर जो यूज करते हैं हम लोग,
हाँ.
इटरेटर से डायरेक्ट स्ट्रिंग का जो वैल्यू, इंटीजर वैल्यू कोई भी मान के चलिए, अगर स्ट्रिंग नेक्स्ट लाइन पे अगर कोई भी इंटीजर वैल्यू लिए इनपुट, ठीक है, तो अगर इटरेटर से भी हम लोग वो वैल्यू डायरेक्ट हम लोग एक्सट्रैक्ट आउट कर सकते हैं.
आपको क्या करना है? आप काम बताओ पहले, यूज केस दिखाओ मेरे को.
और
Suppose
सर,
there is in the second line 123 है, correct?
हाँ,
हाँ.
ये मैं अगर बफर रीडर से नेक्स्ट लाइन से
Correct.
स्ट्रिंग में ले लिया, ठीक है,
रीड लाइन कर लिया तो 123 एज अ स्ट्रिंग.
और वो फिर इटरेटर से उसको फिर इंडिविजुअल एलिमेंट का वैल्यू लेके उसको मान के चलिए सम करना है 1 + 2 + 3, तो
हाँ, तो
इटरेटर,
आप अच्छा, तो आप बोल रहे हो इसको कन्वर्ट करके भी कर सकते हो. इटरेटर यूज
जैसे
करके।
मैं पार्स नहीं करूंगा, इंटीजर पार्स इंट नहीं करके डायरेक्ट मैं इटरेटर यूज करके 1 + 2 + 3 अगर वैसा, अगर जो कि इटरेटर भी पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू ही देगा ना।
हाँ तो बट वो एस की फिर वैल्यू लेने लगेगा ना,
ओ
तो 1 का 49 कुछ होता है ऐसा
हो
कुछ,
गया।
पता नहीं, बट वो एस की वैल्यू लेने लगेगा। अगर आपको ये करना है तो बेस्ट मेथड इज ये एस की वैल्यू जो दिख रहा है ना आपको, इफ यू हैव वन एज अ कैरेक्टर, करेक्ट, वन कैरेक्टर है, तो इसमें से आप एस की वैल्यू अपना माइनस कर दो, जीरो का एस की वैल्यू, वॉट एवर वो जीरो एस की वैल्यू माइनस करो, फिर आपका ये सम आ जाता है। जैसे देखो आप ये कर सकते हो, इंट x इज इक्वल टू वॉट एवर कैरेक्टर यू हैव, assuming it is like 1 or 2 something like this, माइनस ये करो, बस ये करोगे ना तो यू विल गेट योर इंडिविजुअल नंबर, करेक्ट, इन टेक्स्ट में आप सेव कर लोगे वन में,
ओके ओके
ऐसे कर दोगे ch माइनस जीरो, तो ये अप्रोच आप ले सकते
ओके सर।
हो। Okay, so if you this is clear guys, we'll end this functions at least, and we'll proceed to string builder after 5 minutes. ठीक है, trim भी simple है, you can see on your own, these are very small, these all were important whatever I taught, and I think only string builder is left for us. Revision, let's see, we'll do if we have time then only. Okay, clear? String builder will start after 2-3 minutes, half an hour. बस करवा देना सर आज प्लीज। हाँ स्ट्रिंग्स आज खत्म हो जाएगा, स्ट्रिंग बिल्डर शुड नॉट टेक टाइम, 2-3 फंक्शंस है वही बताने आपको। हाय गुरप्रीत,
बच्चे का करवा देना सोच लो।
कौन सा ये वाला क्वेश्चन?
नो सर वो नीचे वाले।
ये क्वेश्चन बोल रहे हो?
हाँ सर, दिस एंड
ऑल्सो क्या ट्रिम?
आल्सो क्वेश्चन एंड आल्सो टैकल करना है टीएलए और एमएल, वो
अरे
लाइक
वो भी कैन डू आफ्टरवर्ड्स आल्सो, बट ठीक है करवा दूंगा यार, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। उसको
थैंक यू
रखेंगे,
सर।
विल कीप दैट इन द बैक, ठीक है।
ओके
Let's
सर,
होता है
साथ साथ में चलेगा।
ओके चलो, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Hi. 4 ways to create a string builder object. पता नहीं कि कब 5 मिनट कंप्लीट होगा. What is iterate and so we have studied only one thing. Diksha as of now is array list, which is inside your iterator. कुछ और पढ़े हैं क्या? I don't think so. So iterator के अंदर ही I have sent you one PNG file, right? Iterator के अंदर there are different collections. In collections you will have all the data types, arrays, array list, linked list, trees, whatever, queues, सब कुछ रहता है. And this iterator can be used to iterate through the individual objects. So in array list also, if you have 1, 2, 3, this iterator object will be used to iterate over individual objects. Okay. We'll discuss this more. Iterator will cover, but not now. Otherwise, it will be too much. Let's screenshot. Let me remove this. 4 ways to create string builder object. Okay. So, what is a string? We already know that any string that we have, suppose s is equal to, take an example of Diksha. Okay. So any string that we have, it's an immutable string, right? This is immutable. You can't change it. You can replace it. You can't change it. You can replace it. Correct. So, can't see your screen. I'm so sorry. I haven't shared my screen. Thank you for pointing this out. Okay, fine. Now you can see my screen, guys. I don't know who turned it off. Sorry. Okay. So if we see string s is equal to Diksha, this is an immutable string, and we can't edit it. We can't edit it. We can only replace it. Correct? We can only replace it. Even if we do this to-char operation, whatever we do, substring operation, this turns out it takes out a new string. Always it creates a new string. Always this will create a new string. Okay, we can assign a new string to this one, new string. So we can always replace it. We can't change it. Okay, so something like string builder. String builder is just a wrapper around string. Okay, wrapper around string. So that wrapper, if you have seen, okay, okay, there are two things. This is a character array inside this, and this will only help us to remove that wrapper. Okay, so there is a wrapper around string, and if you want to access the character by character, then you will use this string builder. Okay, this string builder function. So what are the benefits that you get with this string builder? You can edit the string. Okay, so here it was only replacement, correct? It was a new string that was added. Here you can edit the string, delete whatever you want, delete a substring or something, edit, delete, update, all the operations you can do over here. Okay, in the string builder. That is the benefit of string builder. Please remind me at 10:50. I have to go ahead with a quiz. Okay, so then only I can mark the topics as complete. Fine. Let me delete this. Okay. So how do you create a string using string builder? Let me do a little copy paste. So there are 4 things. I'll just do a little copy paste. I already have it over here. So let me put down a little theory for your string. Tab. I think it is also mentioned in your notes, these things. Okay, so this is the 4 ways that you can create. But what is the most common way? The most common way is this last one. Okay, what is a character sequence? This is a character sequence. This array, character array is a character sequence. Okay, you can give this also. You can supply it with a character sequence, and it will create a string for you. So what is this? This is a constructor. Okay, so string builder whenever you write, let me give you a standard definition of how do you write string builder. You will write something like string builder, that is also a class. Okay, let me give string builder sb is equal to new string builder, and you can pass any string inside it. Even if you don't give a string, then this will be an empty string builder. Okay, and if you give a string, suppose you give something like Saurav, then it will be a string. This SB will also be Saurav only, correct? This will be SB. If I just print out SB, and let me comment out these two and run this. Okay, it will output Saurav. But what is difference between this string SB and if I just give string st is equal to Saurav? There is a difference between these two. This is an immutable string, right? This one you can edit. So it has builded it character by character, and it will have access to all the functions of string, as well as it will have new functions as well. Okay, so you can also do sb dot char at any index, suppose index of 3. Okay, and you can run this. So char at will also work over here. So let me do that individually. ठीक है, SB आप print करोगे, it will be the same. If you output this will also be the same. This is the most common way that you can create. You can create with capacity also. This one no one uses to create a string with certain characters, or with a capacity that it will have this many characters. No one does that, because you can always add or delete characters from this. Okay, so what are the different functions of string builder? ये समझ में आया ना last वाला? So what is this? This is a constructor. ठीक है, ये कौन सा function है? जब भी new के बाद you write something, this is a constructor function, right? Constructor function, which has different overloading. Int, capacity, character you can give an array of characters. That also it will take. It can take this also. So we are using the fourth one. Okay, this one. Clear, guys? Have you understood this? So write it by mistaking. Why double semicolons? Mistake. I removed it. क्या समझ में नहीं आया गुरप्रीत? अभी बताऊंगा इसके functions, इसका benefits बताऊंगा. ये तो simple string functions है. This is the first string builder that you have created. Okay, SB.
स्ट्रिंग को भी अगर लिखें लाइक स्ट्रिंग SB is equal to Saurabh, तो उसको भी प्रिंट करवाए तो वो सिंपली स्ट्रिंग प्रिंट करेगा. तो स्ट्रिंग बिल्डर में क्या डिफरेंस है?
अरे तो पढ़ाने तो दो पूरी चीज. आप आगे का पूछ रहे हो ना गुरप्रीत?
मेरे को लगा पढ़ा दिया.
आपको एक्सेप्ट करना बंद करो.
सॉरी सर, मेरे को लगा पढ़ा दिया.
Okay, so this is a constructor function. Okay, these are 4 ways that you can create. The first is empty. You can create an empty string builder. Empty मतलब कुछ नहीं होगा. And then you can add different characters, different string to this one. Okay, so in string builder you can edit this particular string. इसको edit कर सकते हैं. What are the different operations that you can do? Edit, modify, delete. You can do everything. So there are certain functions that you can use. So we'll study those functions. Okay, that was not possible in your normal string. Normal string में वो possible नहीं था. Okay, so let's go ahead and study few of the functions that we are going to. Sorry, let me take a screenshot. Let me complete in 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead with the doubts and quiz. ठीक है? उसके बाद फिर मैं doubts लूँगा आपका. I think that is fine. So the first function that we are going to study, functions of string builder, is your set character at. So this set character at will take an index and will take a character. Okay? Any character it will take. Suppose C, something like this, and it will set that character. Okay. So अगर मैं ऊपर we have already taken SB, right? So SB dot set char at, let's take an index of 3 and we'll set it to suppose Z बना दिया. Okay. So if I output SB, what will be the output? Tricky question, but let me know. Guys, इसका output क्या होगा if I just print out SB after this? I ran it, no? Didn't. ठीक है, दिख रहा है आपको, ये चेंज हो गया. So if you notice one more thing, if you change in a string, correct? S is equal to Saurav. If you do something like S dot substring or any other thing, then जो भी यहाँ substring आएगा, you have to assign it back to S, right? Then only this S will modify, correct? This will modify only after you assign it back, correct? In string builder, it will already modify your SB, okay? It will modify only with this SB. समझ में आ रहा है difference? Screenshot. ठीक है, ये थोड़ा different है, okay? So it modified already. What are different other functions that you can use? Almost. क्या समझ में नहीं आया यहाँ पे? So it changed the character at the index 3. पहले क्या था, वो R था, correct? And we have changed it to Z. नहीं समझ में आ रहा? Okay, ठीक है. So this is modified. This is for modifying. ठीक है. There's one more function called insert. Insert, और ये क्या लेता है? It also takes an index and it takes a character. Okay. Character, or you can also give a string. ठीक है, चलो string लेता है. Now what will happen? If we do SB dot insert at index, suppose 1. If I insert something called ABC, ठीक है. Now what will happen? What will be the output of SB? Insert कर रहे हैं at index 1. You're already inserting it. Then what will be the new output? दिख रहा है आपको? ABC is inserted where index 1 was present. Clear, guys? Understood? नहीं समझ में आया, बताओ अभी. AZV, आर्यन, ARV नहीं था वो, ठीक है, because it has already modified. हाँ, ठीक, fine. What are different functions? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ रहा है? मैं delete कर दूँ इसको. Everyone is understanding till now. There are only 3-4 functions. There are more functions also if you want to study on your own. So if I just search string builder Java, there are many methods, I think. String builder methods कर लेता हूँ. Methods Java. ठीक है, अब देखो यहाँ पे append है. You can even append क्या करेगा? End में add करेगा. So I am doing side by side in VS Code. Good. So it will append क्या करेगा? End में add करेगा. Insert क्या करता है? Offset and string लेता है, correct? This capacity, whatever is the current capacity, it will return. We can go ahead and do that, but it can return even the substring, and there are many other functions that it can use. But these two were good functions that you can use. What else you can use? So you can always I think कल का था, correct? Fine. What else you can do? Insert के साथ आप क्या कर सकते हो? Delete कर सकते हो. Delete क्या करता है? It takes a starting index. start index and end index. ठीक है? Suppose I do sb dot delete, and with that I pass 1 and 3. Okay, so what will be the output of this one? System dot out dot println sb. So now what will happen? It will delete some of the characters which is starting at 1 and 3. Correct? देखिए आप इसमें जब भी you give start and end index, whenever you are giving a start index and an end index, start 1 और 3 दिया आपने, उसके पहले क्या था? S A B C, एक सेकंड देना, A U Z A V, something like this, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you gave a start index as 1, so it will start from here, and you give the end index at 3, so it will stop before 3. ठीक है? सिर्फ A B delete हुआ. ठीक है? इस चीज को याद रखना whenever you give start and end index. Okay, let me take a screenshot, then I'll accept whoever is asking questions. Okay, quiz, no? Sorry. Let me start the quiz, guys. Let me stop sharing the screen and we'll continue for 5 more minutes. I think we have already covered most of the things. Today's agenda, we have done this. Polls. Let me start the quiz, guys. Launched. Please complete the quiz. I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Thank you for reminding me, guys. Please complete your quiz. क्या हुआ आर्यन? फिर कुछ इशू आएगा? Already marked correct. Is it? For everyone? Okay. For everyone else? No. You are special. आप कहीं और जाके देते थे ना? Please give that. मैं फिर से Ritvik, if you are there, please take a note of this situation where for Aryan it is already marked as correct. Aryan, वही बोल रहा हूँ.
नहीं, मैं क्विज के लिए बोल रहा था, पर अब ये भी बोलना चाह रहा था, पर आपने बोल दिया.
अच्छा, okay. Fine. Let's meet after 5 minutes. Okay, I'll stop the quiz, guys. Are you done with the quiz? If you have not, let me know. There is only few people have answered. Please, I'll give 1 more minute. I can also. Okay, so you can already know, like, if you even if you know the answers, you can only see that what you write or not. वैसे तो देख ही सकते हो कि तुम क्या सोचते हो. Okay, fine. But it counts. Yes, I know, understand. I'll ping again. Let me. Aryan, can you also write that? I can also see the answers. I'll just take a screenshot of that. I'll send it to Newton School folks. Let them see what they can do. Okay, let me share the screen again, guys. So that's it basically in String Builder. What else? You have understood that you can edit all the strings, right? So there's one more function. Hi, Ashlisha.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I choose the correct option,
Hmm.
but it fluctuates after submitting.
It fluctuated for you.
Yeah, like it happened for me, like for last 2 quizzes also, but I thought it was like something my mistake, but
Hmm.
अभी भी वो which method can be used के लिए next line दबाए तो वो next इन पे चला गया.
Oh, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Let's see. There might be some bug in Newton School only. Are you sure you are not drunk?
No.
Maybe. Understood. Maybe there is some bug. If it happens again, we'll take a note. Okay, for the third time.
Yes.
Okay, fine. There's one more thing that can come in handy. That string builder can be reversed. Okay, so if we type sp dot reverse, there are many functions, but yeah. So if you just system dot out dot println and just output your sp, so it will be reverse. I mean 11 p.m. almost midnight. ठीक है, दिख रहा है आपको? So if you get a question, something like any random question, just for example, if you get a question, suppose reverse a string, reverse a string. So what you will do is basically you can create a string builder, sb sbt is equal to new string builder, and take input sc dot next line directly over here. So it will create a string builder string, correct? You can do this also, or if you have already taken something like uh, string s is equal to sc dot next line, if something is already done, but you want to manipulate the string, right? If you want to manipulate the string s, you can create a string builder line like this. Directly copy this line like this, control V, and pass in your s. Okay, so this is also what you can do, and then you can work on this sbt. Okay, उसके बाद sbt पे whatever operation you want, dot reverse, do it. Okay, and print it. So this is string builder used only for manipulation of the string. Okay, clear, guys? So whenever you have a string or whatever, so you can convert it to a string builder and directly use it to manipulate. Otherwise, you will have to create a new string altogether. Clear? Okay. Most of you understood, I think. If you haven't, you can check out this. There are not many functions. They are very small functions. There's something called capacity. Look it up. I think insert, append. These are basic functions now. Have a look if you want. But when you are editing, use string builder. I'll just comment it out. Let me send you this file along with the files of today. I'll stop sharing my screen. For any questions, you can come on stage. 22 revision. Delete this. New folder. This is for 23. Star mark, it's not so important, but string builders will come in handy when you are giving interview questions or something. But it's not like you have to star mark. There will be so many algorithms that will study. This is not some of the things that you should star mark. In-class questions released. In-class questions we have already done, I guess. Yes, the day before yesterday. Post-class you will do now. Okay, I've sent you the files, guys. Please finish it off. Chalo, see you later. The quiz is not ended. Is it the case? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, now it's ended. Gurpreet. Hi, Gurpreet.
सर फाइल दोबारा कर देना पोस्ट वो डाउनलोड नहीं
क्यों?
आई डोंट नो व्हाई
There's someone at the door. Give me 1 second. डाउनलोड नहीं हो रहा है बाकी लोग? Hi. Downloaded. I think everyone can download Gurpreet.
या इट्स ओके लीव इट डन
किसी और से ले लो, डबल ट्रिपल क्लिक होता है. चलो, I'll end the class, guys. Bye.